things just took a wild turn in the hip-hop world. 50 Cent is going all in on Boosie after discovering he's been siding with Big Meech. And if you thought this was just another industry feud, think again. Because 50 is now calling Boosie out as a snitch. Yeah, you heard that right. But what exactly did Boosie do to set 50 off? And why is Lil Meech caught in the middle of all this? Well, let's break it all down.
Meech, you couldn't have thought that. I know you've been behind the walls, but you know 50 didn't fool with officer. So why did you think it'd be a good idea to get in the pictures and start getting close to me? You said, well, does it get paid a couple dollars? If 50 might make your son a millionaire, then you come home to the, you know what I'm saying? Because 50 may put your life on TV and had your son playing you. You go do this. Even Lil Meech mad at you. You messed his name up. 50 to cut y'all, everybody tired to you to cut the water off.
It all started with 50 Cent and Big Meech's ongoing fallout. For those who don't know, 50 played a huge role in bringing the Black Mafia family story to life through his hit TV series BMF, which was based on Big Meech's life. But over time, things soured between the two. Now, 50 isn't just beefing with Meech, he's also got his eyes set on Boosie.
Are you showing and performing at the Big Meech party? Yeah, I'm performing. I gave Big Meech my word, that I was gonna perform, and I give a man my word, that's my word. I don't know what's going on, I can't pull away from not performing over something, they got going on with.
So why is Boosie in the crossfire? Well, 50 Cent is furious that Boosie has been publicly backing Big Meech despite all the snitching allegations surrounding him. What makes it worse? 50 feels like he did a lot for Boosie's son by putting him in BMF and giving him a shot at Hollywood. But instead of being grateful, Boosie has been out here supporting someone 50 considers a traitor. Even Lil Meech isn't happy with Boosie for getting involved.
He spoke out and said he's not boycott. He said he gave his word to 50. He's going to show up.
Yeah. I saw that. They pick and choose. Not that I'm saying, Meech is a snitch or anything like that. But man, they pick and choose who they want to put the snitch jacket on and who they want it to apply to. So that's why I say, man, all that.
Now, when 50 Cent decides to cut ties, he doesn't just do it quietly. He makes sure the world knows. He's been making moves to distance himself from Boosie and anyone connected to him. This is no longer just about personal beef. It's about loyalty, business, and street politics. And trust me, this is only the beginning. Because just when you think it couldn't get worse, Boosie doubles down and confirms he'll be performing at Big Meech's welcome concert. That move? Yeah, it might have just sealed his fate in the 50s book. Just when things seemed settled, Boosie made a move that stunned everyone, especially 50 Cent. Despite the controversy and 50's warnings, Boosie confirmed he'll perform at Big Meech's concert. For 50, this wasn't just industry drama, it was betrayal. And if history proves anything, Boosie might be blacklisted permanently. But here's where things get even more complicated. Boosie has always been loud about his stance on snitching. He once refused to drop an album with T.I. after rumors surfaced that T.I. had cooperated with law enforcement. Back then, Boosie was all about street codes and keeping it real. But now he's defending Big Meech, saying there's no solid proof that Meech snitched. This sudden change in energy didn't sit well with fans. A lot of people started calling Boosie out for being hypocritical. How can you cancel T.I. but turn around and support Big Meech, who's facing similar allegations? It looked like Boosie was picking and choosing who he wanted to hold accountable, and for some, that made his entire anti-snitching stance look questionable. But Boosie isn't backing down. He insists that his decision to perform at Big Meech's concert has nothing to do with money. He claims he's doing it out of loyalty. According to Boosie, Big Meech has always been solid with him, and he refuses to turn his back on someone who's shown him love. But loyalty comes at a cost, and in this case, it might mean burning bridges with 50 Cent for good. The real question is, will 50 let this slide? Or is Boosie about to feel the full force of 50's wrath? Because if there's one thing we know about 50 Cent, it's that he never forgets. And when he's done with you, he's done with you. Just when things seemed like they couldn't get any worse, 50 Cent took his attacks to a whole new level. This time, directly targeting Big Meech. He didn't hold back either. In a now-deleted post, 50 uploaded a picture of a rat, making it clear that he was calling Meech a snitch. But that wasn't all. He captioned the post with the words, "I think I'm Big Meech," a direct jab at both Meech and Rick Ross, who famously rapped that line in his song BMF. It was the kind of move only 50 could pull off, and fans immediately knew this was far from over. Why is 50 so furious at Big Meech? He claims his biggest mistake was trusting Tammy Cowens, a former Meech associate accused of becoming an FBI informant. She controlled Meech's life rights and allegedly fed the feds information. To 50, this isn't just about Meech, it's the ultimate betrayal. Big Meech's early release only added fuel to the fire. Originally sentenced to 30 years, he was expected to serve the majority of his time. However, after just 18 years behind bars, he was released, sparking major speculation. At first, his sentence reduction seemed normal. He was granted a 3-year reduction for good behavior, something many inmates receive. But then, out of nowhere, an additional 12 years were wiped off his sentence, and that's when people started raising eyebrows. For someone with a high-profile case like Meech, getting that much time cut off isn't something that happens every day. Given 50 Cent's recent attacks, many started questioning whether there was more to the story. Was there a deal made behind closed doors? Did someone pull strings? Or worse, was Meech cooperating with authorities? These were the kinds of rumors swirling around the internet, and 50 wasn't doing anything to stop them. But Meech wasn't about to let his name get dragged without responding. He made a video statement directly addressing the snitching allegations, making it clear that he didn't cut a deal. According to him, his early release was strictly the result of a legal amendment, nothing more, nothing less. He insisted that he never violated the street code and that his loyalty was still intact. Despite his explanation, people remained divided. Some believed his version of events, saying that Meech was too solid to fold. Others weren't convinced and pointed out that early releases like his don't happen without some level of cooperation. The debate only intensified when 50 Cent and others kept pushing the snitching narrative. At this point, it's no longer just about 50 and Boosie, this is turning into a full-blown war of credibility. And with so many different versions of the story floating around, the truth is becoming harder to separate from speculation. But one thing's for sure, this situation isn't dying down anytime soon. Just when things seem to hit their peak, Big Meech decided to fire back at 50 Cent, in a way that only made things worse. In an attempt to counter 50's accusations, Meech posted an edited photo of 50 Cent as a rat. Instead of shifting public opinion in his favor, this move completely backfired. Rather than making 50 look bad, it reinforced the idea that Meech was getting desperate to clear his name. To make matters worse, Rick Ross, one of 50's longest-running rivals, decided to jump into the mix. Ross publicly endorsed Big Meech's Welcome Home concert, which was already controversial due to Boosie's involvement. This wasn't just a minor annoyance for 50, this was personal. Seeing his biggest rival back, Meech only fueled the fire, turning this entire situation into a full-blown war. For 50, this wasn't just about Meech anymore, it was about loyalty and respect. He felt betrayed, especially considering how much he had done for Lil Meech. 50 was the one who helped launch Meech's son into stardom, making him a millionaire through the BMF TV series. The show was a massive success, and 50's support played a crucial role in building Lil Meech's career. But now, with Big Meech aligning himself with people who were taking shots at 50, the relationship was beyond repair. That's when 50 Cent proceeded to retaliate brutally, saying he would make every effort to cancel BMF altogether. Not only did he unfollow Lil Meech on social media, he publicly hinted that possibly the show could be done. Then, turning a level more disrespectful, 50 instigated some drama for Lil Meech by saying in the same interview that if things with him went on like this, he would probably be auditioning for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta instead of working on his acting career. At this point, the tension between 50 Cent, Big Meech, Boosie, and Rick Ross has reached a boiling point, and knowing 50, this is far from over. Lil Meech now finds himself in an impossible position. On one side, he has his father, Big Meech, whose legacy and influence shaped his entire life. On the other hand, he has 50 Cent, the man who gave him his big break in Hollywood and turned BMF into a massive success. The feud between 50 and Big Meech has put him in the middle, forcing him to make a choice that could change everything. If Lil Meech sticks with his father, he risks losing the support of 50, who could pull the plug on BMF and shut down future opportunities. But if he sides with 50, it might be seen as turning his back on his family. Either way, he's in a no-win situation. What do you think Lil Meech should do? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this wild situation.